Hey guys, it's the Addi Queen, and after lots and lots of cranking, I am here to bring you part 2 of my chunky knit cowl pattern. So, in this video, I'm basically going to be showing you how to bind off and finish your chunky cowl. If you want to learn how to make this cord and how to assemble this piece, then go to my channel. I will link it in the description. But I have a part 1 to this video explaining the beginning parts of this project. So I have done an astounding 2,776 rows, which is just insane. And I'm going to take this off of the loom because I finished my last row. I only have 3 more stitches and I figure this will be enough. So I'm going to leave a pretty decent amount of tail because I'm going to use this to attach my cowl in the end. I'm going to give the rest of the yarn to my kitty. Alright, so I'm going to put this end on my yarn needle. I'm just going to spin my Addi one time with no yarn in the feeder. Now I'm just going to take this end and pick up my 4 stitches that I used to make the cord. Now the 22 is out of our way. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my last 3 stitches here. It looks like that was the perfect amount. So now I'm going to start on this end over here, and I'm going to make this into a crochet. So what I'm going to do with my loops is the very last one, I'm going to take the second one, put it through the middle, and pull through. We're going to do this with every one. So let me zoom in so you can see it better. Middle, pull through. Middle of the loop, pull through. Middle of the loop, pull through. And this leaves like a nice crochet looking finish. Oh, and by the way, I did 6 rows. 7 if you count my beginning row. You can really do as many rows as you want. I just thought this would be a great thickness because I didn't want my cowl too thick. So we're going to continue this for all of our stitches. Just pulling them through each other. If you think of this in a crochet perspective, you could do it like this with your finger as a crochet needle. Just pulling through like that. It is really up to you. Now I'm to my last stitch. I'm going to pull this through, and to close off, I'm going to take my long tail and we'll pull it through this last stitch, which I left a super duper long tail, like probably longer than I needed, honestly. Let's see here. Yeah, see, that is super duper long. I'm going to go ahead and trim that. That's a little bit crazy. Like, this is how much I just trimmed off. That's a lot. Okay, we ran it through. Now we're just going to tie a knot here on our edge to hold this dude in place. Now, to close up my cowl, I'm going to fold it in half with the outside facing out. So this is my inside. Fold it this way. Okay. Now, there's a lot of different ways you could do this, but I'm just going to go with simple sewing. So I'm going to sew, making sure the stitches are even with each other. This is just a big whip stitch with the sewing. Nothing fancy. But with the way I'm whip stitching this, it is not visible to the person wearing the cowl. And with my stitches lined up, you'll hardly be able to tell where my seam is. So I'm going to go back up again, just going through these 2 stitches. We're going to treat them as if they are part of our crochet, because they are. Now I'm going to go down here. And see, when you lay this flat, you can sort of tell where my seam is. So I am going to patch up the top a little bit more. But overall, it just looks like another one of my crochet stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot here just to close off the whole thing. And then I'm going to take this and we're going to tuck it into our project, weave it in. I'm just going to cut. And folks, that is it. Here's our chunky knit cowl. This project took me maybe 4 or 5 hours. I mean, I didn't work on it consistently and I didn't time it, but it was very super time consuming. I think it was worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that these 2 videos were helpful. Would you guys like more of my tutorials in 2 parts? Do you like it in 1 part but a longer video? I'd really like your feedback on this. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy crafting, everyone.